welcome to my kitchen. We're gonna make a quick and easy Valentine treat. I mean, this is really super easy. This is even easier than the Rice Krispie treats. These molds I got at Target, but they're also available at Michael's and Walmart and anywhere else you want to look that has Valentine stuff out right now. These are molds. They're put out by Wilton, but they're very specific type of molds, and they hold an Oreo cookie. Okay, so what you do is you're going to melt your candy melts or your chocolate chips. I've got several different kinds over here that are already melted. And then you can go in and you have a couple of options. You can just do all one color down the bottom like this. Whoopsie. It's coming out a little bit fast, but that's all right. I have another one like that. You can do it all one color in the bottom, and then what you do is you give it a little tap. As Chef John would say, tap tappa, and give it a little shake. Even things out. This one looks like it needs just a little bit more. There we go. I'm not going to lie to you, this does get messy. And we'll come over to this mold, and I'm just going to be very careful in how I'm only going to put that in the one little heart there.
I was going to say, give this to your nieces and nephews as a present.
Oh, and never be invited back.
A little kit.
Yeah. That is if you don't like your sister-in-law or something. Okay, and give it a tap.
Oh.
And now what you do...
One year my nephews got into the paint that Doug had left out.
Oh dear.
When he was doing some painting.
Of course.
They decided to paint their rooms with it.
I have no doubt.
So what did Uncle Rick send them the following Christmas?
Paint?
Finger paints.
Finger paint. Okay, let's see. Okay, this needs to get hit with a little bit of heat for just a minute. Let's see. Then you have to reheat it. Just put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds and it'll come back to the perfect flow rate. It's not a big deal. You want to melt those candy melts in a Ziploc bag. And what I do is I'll just take this whole bag and I'll put it in either a large decorator bag like this or in a Ziploc bag, and I'll put it in the microwave for 30 or 33 second bursts and just squish it in between to make sure there's no big chunks in there. And this is perfect. Just how we want it. And then you can be a little more detailed. Like that. And it doesn't matter if it's not, if it's not perfect, because you're going to top this with some more chocolate and it's going to look great anyway. Then what you can do is come over here with the white, and sometimes with the ones that have this finer detail, it's just best to fill them in. And I've been using these Wilton candy melts for a long time, but I am in no means an expert. And I gotta tell you, there are some ladies here on YouTube who are just incredible with the candy melts, and one of them is Tammy over at the Yo-Yo Max 12 channel. She's amazing. And you can also choose to be a little more detailed. You can come in here with the white, follow the mold. Mine, I have some that I already made that I'm going to show you here in just a few minutes after we get these ready, because these are going to have to go in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Okay, again, smack it down, give it a shake, level it out, and then you can come through. I have some chocolate over here, and again, this is going to have to get hit with the heat. And it's relatively inexpensive. You can get a very large box of Oreos for less than $5. You can just use 2 colors. If you just got the pink and the white or the pink and the chocolate, you know, those are about $2.50 a bag. I would say for $15, you could do a lot of candy Oreos.
It's good tasting chocolate too.
It is good chocolate. You can just put some chocolate on the top of these. And you're going to use your finger. I'm just using my finger to, you know, reduce the flow. Because it's messy. And you don't want it to... Let's see. And the number one rule with these, which I already learned, don't overfill. Give it a little shaky shake, tappa tappa. Okay? That also releases any bubbles that may be in there. And then grab your Oreos. You can actually stop at this point and not put Oreos in it at all. That's up to you. But I think it's just a sweet little idea. Go ahead and press your Oreos in there. I'm going to just do these first because they've been sitting here for a few minutes. And I want to make sure the cookie sticks. And you know, if you're a room mother, you know sometimes it can be hard to come up with new ideas. If you're fortunate enough to live in a school district that still allows you to bring homemade treats to school, I do not live in one of those school districts because everybody's allergic to something and we might kill someone because people aren't responsible enough to teach their children what they should and shouldn't eat if they're allergic. But I'll get off that soapbox. This is just the perfect number that I need. Like I said, if you're still fortunate enough to live in one of those school districts, this is an awesome option for a classroom treat if you are responsible for bringing them to school. Now, all we're going to do, and we do want it to be obvious that these are Oreos, so we're going to leave them just like this. We're going to pop them in the freezer. I'm going to stick them in my freezer for just about 10 minutes. It doesn't take long for this chocolate to set up. And then I'll show you the ones I made earlier. Aren't they cute? I mean, really cute. And there's the Oreo right underneath. You don't need to keep these in the refrigerator once they set up. They're absolutely perfect. And yes, some of these look marbled and some of them aren't even.
Practice.
It doesn't matter. If you want to give these as a gift to your office mates, I would put 3 or 4 in a little candy bag, tie it with a bow, and say Happy Valentine's Day. That's a simple gift. It doesn't take long to make them. You can make 4 or 6 dozen in less than a half an hour, and you're good to go. So, that is my answer to a quick and easy Valentine treat. I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. Until next time, Happy Valentine's Day.